Mama Lo channel. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in, girl. Come have a seat, get comfortable, and let me go ahead and tell you about my business because y'all are the only people that I allow in my business. So I am here because I'm so excited. 2021 is finally here. We have finally made it through 2020, y'all. Go ahead. Thank you, Jesus. We made it. We made it. And now we're in 2021. But with all of that, I have gotten and received and seen so many announcements about new mamas. I'm so hyped for all my girlfriends. Like, yes, girl, you better be a mama in 2021. With all that being said, all throughout 2020, it was my first year of motherhood. And it was a tough time, but one of the most exciting, influential, and educational times of my life. Because as you will learn when you have your child, all these wonderful plans that you have for yourself, for your baby, for your man, what you gonna do, that goes out the window. A lot of it goes out the window. And one of the wisest things that I've ever received from another mama is everything that you planned for your life, for your child, always expect different bumps in the road. You're going to run into different bumps. You're not going to do anything that you had planned. And sometimes you will. Sometimes you will do everything that you have planned. But I can almost guarantee you, everything that you had set for yourself, for you and your child, what you're going to do as a mom, how your birthing plan is going to go, what you're going to do, you're going to breastfeed, you're going to provide formula, whatever the case may be. When that baby gets here, so many different things change. So, mamas, just be prepared. Be prepared. Plan for the unplanned. Plan for the unexpected. Because it's going to happen. It's going to hit you fast, girl. But it's all right. Mama Lo is here to help you through whatever I can. Now, I feel like I'm a vet in the game, but I'm really not. I have a 1-year-old daughter. For those who may not know me, her name is Hazley Ryan, and she's named after her grandmother. Everybody asks me, where did you get that name from? Her grandmother's name was Hazel, Irene Hazel, and she was literally my best friend. And so whenever I decided to name my daughter, I named her Hazley. So those of you who know me and have seen some previous videos before, she goes by Hayes, Young Hayes, Big Noon. A lot of people have different names for her because she is full of personality and she is rambunctious. She is loving. She's my cuddle buddy. She's just the sweetest baby that I have ever encountered. And I'm not trying to be biased because she's my child, but honestly, anybody that meets her, they always just want to hug her and hold her because she's just got a sweet nature. But enough about my kid. I want to go ahead and help you mamas because you're excited about your own bundle of joy. I know you're trying to figure out what gifts, what should I ask for, what should be on my baby registry list, and a lot of you are hitting a bump in the road. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, if I could go back today to November 2019 and ask for something in particular at my baby shower, it would not be clothes. It would not be the cutesy little bows and different things of that nature. I would have asked for diapers, and a couple of more items. So this is where this video comes into play. I'm here to show you guys a couple of items that I found were super beneficial to me during my journey as a mom throughout the first year. I thought it would be best just to go ahead and knock this video out of the way because as I've talked to moms and I've asked them like, what is something that you really wanted, but you didn't get and you really didn't need all that other stuff, but you really used this item? A lot of the moms forget because they're like, girl, I had that baby 5 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. I just remember I needed diapers, which has been the most standard answer that I've gotten. So while it's still fresh on my brain and while I'm still using these items, I wanted to go ahead and make a quick little video so that you can see because Mama Lo loves to provide some tips, some encouragement, some love, and make you feel better about yourself, Mama, because you are doing the damn thing, period. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start with something that's probably on the lower end, the cheaper end of the items that I feel like were the most beneficial for me through Hazley's first year of life. It's going to look crazy. Go with me, sis. So, this is called the Nose Frida. Ignore the box. It's a little dirty. And it's only because it's just been sitting in Hazley's diaper bag and stuff like that. But this is the Nose Frida. And these are just the filtration portions that go into it. But I'll explain that in just a second. This bad boy is the Nose Frida. Okay? And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Nose Frida, whatever it is called. I love it. Because, y'all, your baby gonna get stuffed up. Your baby's gonna get stuffed up. She or he is gonna be ticked off about it. They can't breathe. They snoring like they daddy or snoring like they granddaddy or some man in your life. And it sounds like they are rattling the house down. Get one of these. Get one of these. I'm going to put in the description box where I bought most of these items, how much they cost, because I'm not sure on the top of my head how much this cost. However, it has been a lifesaver. Hazley turned about 6 months. She was born in December 20th, 2019. So at 6 months, that's when we noticed that she had a lot of nasal issues. Like, she was always stuffed up. Like, I would try to suck it out. I'm country, and I'm going to tell y'all something that was really country that I did, that I learned from my granddaddy, but don't judge me, judge your mama. In the country, like, and this might be something that a lot of people know, but I just feel like most country folks know how to do this. My granddaddy used to put his mouth over a baby's nose and blow so that on the other side, the snot and the gunk would come out. Unfortunately for that, that means it's got to go somewhere. And you know where that goes. And I was like, I did it once. And for my child, I did it for her. But I was like, I can't do that again. But the little bulb that they put in all the little cute little healthcare bags, useless. Useless. So, another mama put me up on game. Nose Frida. So you place this portion in their nostril. And then you suck out. I know you're getting scared. No, mama, no, sis, it does not go in your mouth because there's a little filter right here that guards it and stops it. So on the inside, there's literally a blockage that blocks any of the snot and the nasty gunk from getting inside of your mouth, but it frees up your baby's nasal passages. Life-changing. Hazley absolutely hates it. Now, she is strong as all get out, y'all. I don't know where she gets that super strength from. Some of my line sisters would say wholehearted, who is me, but that's neither here nor there because that was a long time ago. However, she's super strong, and so usually I have to have somebody hold her down while I'm sucking it out, but as soon as I suck it out, there's instant relief. What I've also noticed that I add on to it before I suck her nose, I also put some saline spray in there, trying to loosen up some of that gunk so it'll all come out. But if I could have asked for anything, or if I would have known as a first-time mom what to get, mamas, go ahead and put this on your registry. Go ahead, do it today. Do it now. Thank me later. Because you're going to take your baby to daycare, hopefully with COVID calming down some more. You're going to take your baby to daycare. Your baby's going to get sick. No matter what you do, they're going to get sick. You're going to need one of these. It's going to help you so you can sleep through the night. And that's important. Everybody wants to sleep. So first product, Nose Frida. Look it up. Get the filters or you're going to be mad. Because then, what the world? You're going to have snot in your mouth and that's not what you want. But one comes already in the box with the Frida that you buy. But you want to get some extras because you want to change them out because you can't wash these filters. So, Nose Frida. You can find it at Walmart, Target, Amazon. I've literally found them everywhere, and I bought one for my mom's house, my house, just in case homegirl wants to get a little stuffed up. So, oh, Jesus. So, first item, that's that. Bada boop, bop, bam. All right, my next item. This one's a little pricey. But, y'all, I'll go ahead and say that it has been one of the best gifts that Joe and I ever received for our daughter. So a little background on baby Hayes. Hayes was born 2 weeks early, and I had to be induced because my blood pressure was way too high. I went in for like one of my checkups, like my 38-week checkup, literally. And they were like, sis, your blood pressure is like through the roof. So I was like, well, let me try to calm it down. I'll come back. Came back 30 minutes later, still high. So I went home and I was just like, well, I'm going to try to prop my feet up and try to relax. Because literally I had went to work all day that day. And I was like, maybe it's just because I've been working so hard. Because I was a teacher at that time. And I've been on my feet, running around with these kids. It was December. Any teacher who knows anything about kids, December and right before summer, it is absolute chaos. So my blood pressure could have been high just from them doggone children I was dealing with. However, I get a call about 6 o'clock. Hey, you're going to go ahead and be induced. All right. What time? Midnight. Come on in, girl. Let's go ahead and have a baby. So go through all that. I have Hayes. She's a beautiful miracle. She swallowed a lot of amniotic fluid coming out. That's another story for another day. We'll talk about that, about what are your worries and fears. That'll be another video. I'll talk about that later. But she swallowed a lot of amniotic fluid coming out. She was actually purple. And I did not know because Trent did not tell me, but that's neither here nor there. But while checking her heart and her lungs and things of that nature, they noticed that Hazley had a heart murmur, which essentially just means that she has a small hole in her heart. And that could be from, I'm not even going to try to be a doctor about this. Your girl don't know. But the valves that lead to the heart, sometimes they have little holes because it's amazing how God works. Like as soon as the baby, because during the time that they're in your belly, your uterus, your baby is connected with blood flow from your heart, and basically all of you are connected. As soon as the baby takes their first breath, that valve that is connected to you snaps shut and closes. That's basically what the pediatrician was explaining to me. However, Hazley's did not close all the way. Like it had like a little hole, so it wasn't flowing right. So her heart rate or her heartbeat was like do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. So it wasn't right. All that to say, the outlet. So we received this without asking. Like someone just purchased this for us just because they love Trent. Like this was not a friend of mine. This was literally a co-worker from Trent. Now mind y'all, I'm not going to flex. This is about $300. But that's for the whole package. So you can buy them in different components and parts. But if you're a worrywart mom like myself, I was a worrywart. I was super scared. I was worried. And I was always worried like, is Hazley's heart rate okay? Is she got enough oxygen? Is she doing okay? And this kind of calmed all my fears. Now, a lot of people say like this makes all moms' anxiety grow. I am not in agreement with that. I actually feel like it helped me calm down because if her oxygen rate was low or high, I could see. So let me go ahead and explain a little bit further about what the Owlet sock does. The Owlet sock is basically a heart rate and oxygen level sock that you can put on your baby and monitor throughout the night or throughout the day. It just depends on when you want to put the sock on. A lot of the times I've seen a lot of moms use it when their baby is sick or not feeling too well, or like me who used it every single night just to keep an eye on how your baby may be flowing and breathing through the night. There is a base station that goes in your home or in your room, and you can literally, it glows green when the oxygen and heart rate level is normal, and then it's red whenever it's a little bit off. And then whenever the baby moves or anything like that, it alerts you on there as well, but that's only if they move too much and they knock the sock off. And lastly, there's a mobile app. You put it on your phone. And the great thing about the product that she bought us, this not only included the sock, but the camera as well. So we didn't need a baby cam for her room. And so the baby camera sat over her crib. And we were able to watch her while she slept and monitor her heart rate and her oxygen levels, which was super, super awesome. A lot of people ask me, is it worth the money? I don't know. I ain't spending money. However, if I had a choice, I probably would. Just for my peace of mind and just because of Hazley's particular condition. I just didn't want to have any worries about if she was breathing okay. Because, like I said, she had a heart murmur and I was worried about it. But the outlet kind of really relieved all those fears. So it comes in socks from sizes 1 to 3. So it's really only good for your baby from 0 to 18 months. But you can keep using the outlet cam, which works just fine. And like I said, it's over her crib and we can see everything. It's got a night mode. You can hear all the sounds. It also checks the temperature of the room to let you know, like, hey, it's a little too cold or it's a little too hot. It's just an awesome product. And I really feel like it relieved a lot of my fears about my baby girl. So that was great. This is something that I would tell all moms. If you have the funds for it, go for it. If you want your families to put in together to get something for you, get this. This is the biggest buy that I've got. Okay? Nothing too crazy, but definitely worth it. So, outlet sock, huge fan, huge believer. 0 to 18 months for the sock, but you can use the outlet camera for a lifetime. Great. All right. The next item I want to talk to you guys about is this baby formula maker. Y'all, this one's a little pricey as well, just like the outlet sock. But for the mamas who can't breastfeed, are having a difficult time breastfeeding, just don't want to breastfeed, and you just want to give your baby formula, this is the lifesaver for y'all. Like, I cannot stress this enough for any mom that I have met. And they are either forced, like myself, to provide formula for their baby, or they just want an alternative option. The baby Brezza or Brezza, however you say it, baby Brezza formula maker is absolutely worth every single penny that you will spend. And that's why I'm only showing you guys a couple of items, because literally these couple of items are a little expensive. However, they save you so much worry, heartache, and concern, and you'll be all right. So let me go ahead and get straight into it. The baby Brezza is something that I have been using for Hazley all of her life. Hazley, unfortunately, we just could not get baby girl to latch on. I saw 5 lactation specialists. Yes, 5. We stayed 2 extra days in the hospital just to get baby girl to latch, but she did not. So my breastfeeding, as I told y'all earlier in this video, things that you have planned, this may not be working out. And one of the best things one of those lactation specialists told me was, fed is best, period. Fed is best. So I don't care how you're feeding your baby, as long as your baby is fed. That's the most important thing. So after accepting defeat, and although I continued to try to breastfeed, I still gave Hazley breast milk. We just weren't connecting in that way. So I had to supplement formula at times with my breast milk. And I was just so tired of waking up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to drowsily make 3 ounces of milk to give with my 3 ounces of breast milk, or an ounce of formula to go with my 5 ounces of breast milk that I could finally make that day. I was tired of it. So of course, you go into the dark hole of YouTube and Amazon, and I found the baby Brezza. All right, guys, so this is my next item. This is the baby Brezza, like I was telling you guys about. It is a phenomenal life-saving machine, okay? So, as I told you guys and as I was explaining, Hayes did not latch on like I thought she would, so we had to resort to formula. The greatest thing about the baby Brezza is that it has a whole compartment at the top that you can put a whole can of formula in. And that was just amazing for us, because we just were trying to save as much time as we could on feeding baby girl. So you can put your formula at the top right here, and at the top they've got instructions, and mind you, this has been used. So you've got your power button, you've got your start button, super easy for those dads who are up late at night as well. Ounces, temperature, because it ranges in 3 different temperatures. You can do cold or room temperature, medium, which is kind of like a not too hot, not too cold, I guess you could say. And then you've got breast milk heat or temperature, which is around about 70 degrees. But don't be alarmed, like most of these babies, they're used to that. And so that heat or that temperature does not bother them. It's the same temperature as breast milk. So it was great for combining my breast milk and my formula. And if you wanted just to dispense some water only, if you've got some formula already in a bottle. And the last one was the powder setting, because with baby Brezza and the formula maker, you have to select a particular powder setting to fit the formula maker and to allow it to work properly. So for me, I use Infamil Gentle Ease. You can look it up on Pinterest, you can look it up anywhere online, and it will tell you what powder setting to set it for. So for Gentle Ease, it was like a 6. I haven't used it in a couple weeks, forgive me, but I believe the powder setting was like 6. And then there's different powder settings for every type of formula that you can provide for your baby. I think there are a couple formulas that are not listed on the Baby Brezza powder setting book, but most of the powder settings are there, and you just select that button and then you leave it alone, guys. Like, you can alternate between the ounces, alternate between the temperatures. Super quick, super easy. It goes up to 10 ounces of formula per bottle, but you can make as less as 2. Now that's just for mine. Mine is actually an older version now because they've come out with a whole new one. I mean, it's been a year since I bought it, but my water tank is, oh gosh, my water tank is in the back. And just to kind of give you a good guesstimate, I put 3 water bottles, like regular water bottles that are purified water, into the tank, and that filled it up, and that lasted me about maybe 10 bottles, 10, 12 bottles, but that saves you so much time. So the Baby Brezza was a lifesaver, like I said. The only thing that I would say would be a possible negative is that you have to clean it. You have to clean it like once a month just to make sure all the components are clean and stuff. So you have to take all of this apart, which is not difficult at all. Like, literally, it's just you pop it out and rinse it out, dry it, of course, because you don't want any water residue left in the reservoir when you put your formula in there, and put it back. Like, that's about it. Oh, last thing. This is the portion. Ooh, I had to check it first. This is the portion that the formula and the water comes out of. So you will have to change this after, or clean it out after every 3 bottles. So after you make 3 bottles, you'll have to pop this out, clean it a little bit. We're literally just cleaning. I used to just wash it with like old bottles or something like that. Clean it out, dry it, put it back in. It's a quick little pop, and then you're done. And then, of course, you can change the level of height for what bottle you need. So, of course, I started here with the little 4-ounce bottles. Then I got all the way to the bottom latch for my baby's 10-ounce bottles and whatnot. But super convenient. Like I said, 3 seconds, you have up to a 10-ounce bottle. You can't beat that. Like, literally, I was a zombie coming down the stairs to fix Hazley a bottle. Had it in 3 seconds at room temperature or at breast milk temperature, and brought it right back to her. And then she went right back to bed. Thank you, Jesus, for Baby Brezza, because I would have just been falling out. And for some of them dads, like, quick little story, Trent, he goes downstairs, makes the baby the bottle. I come back and I'm looking at the bottle. I was like, it looks really cloudy. He was so tired. He had put more water than formula, which is horrible for the baby because you don't want them to drink too much water in a bottle because you don't want it overwatered, I guess you could say. So it's super easy for our dads who are super tired, just like us moms, when trying to take care of the baby. Or if you're away, mom, you got grandma coming to watch the baby for you, aunts, cousins, sister, whoever you got coming to help you. Press the button, press start. That's how you fix the baby's bottles. Or if you're preparing the bottles for daycare, I used to pop out 3 bottles every morning in less than 30 seconds. You can't beat that. You honestly cannot beat that. So I'll put the information about where I bought my baby Brezza in the description box below. And roughly it's about $199 for the new one that I just saw. My version is about $170. But like I said, I'm only showing you guys the items that I honestly used. There are a lot of things that I received that I don't use or have not used at all. But these are items that really honestly saved me my time and my money and all the worry and hassle of dealing with everything else that you have to deal with. So, all right, guys, this is my last item for my video. And it's really not just one single item, but it's something that I am imploring all mamas to do. Moms, as a former teacher, an English language arts teacher at that, I cannot stress enough how important it is to read to your baby. This sounds crazy. It does, because you're like, my baby is not even here. But I cannot impress upon you how important it is to read to your baby. Read, 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 because it not only helps you connect and bond with your little one, but it also helps with their language skills. For anyone that has met Hazley, they have noticed that she communicates and talks or tries to mimic sounds that I make before she was even one. So she was saying mama and dada at 9 months, 8 months roughly. She was just a fast talker, and like if you sitting down and having a conversation with Hazley, she is going to try her darndest to talk back. But I think that's because we have always stressed reading. One of the things that I asked for during my baby shower was I really wanted people to bring in books. And I wanted them to leave a personal note for Hazley, just something to encourage her whenever she did pick up this book or whenever we were reading in our bed. So I got these two books, which I absolutely love. I Am Enough by Grace Myers. It's just one of my favorites, mainly because the little girl looks just like my little girl. And I think that's important for Black moms. And I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. It's really important for our girls to see themselves in books, because I think it gets them excited. So this is one of Hazley's favorite books, and she always touches the hair. And I think that is the cutest thing. But we try to read a book every night before bed. After we've had our bottle and we're laying down and we're relaxing, that's my time to really spend with Lil Noon and read her a book. So I Am Enough is one of my favorites. But I wanted to show you guys a book that I actually had made. So this is When Hazley Grows Up. And I got this for Trent for Father's Day. And this was before Hazley was here, I think. Yeah, it was Father's Day 2019 that I got him this. Yes, that I got him this. And it was the Daddy Edition. And it's basically a really cute story. And there I could put in a personal note for me and Hazley. So the personal note reads, I love you and Hayes so much. I cannot wait to watch you two share bedtime stories together, much like my daddy did with me. Love, Mommy. And I'm Mommy. It was so cute, y'all. I was just like, I gotta have it. And so this book company makes the book and the story fit for your family. So, like, they asked me, like, what Trent looks like. I could design the character, which I thought was so cute. And I could design the little girl that would be Hazley on here, too. So, I just had so much fun creating this book for Trent and Hazley. And it's got all these different things that when Hazley grows up, she can aspire to be, like an astronaut or an explorer, a pilot. It's literally so many different cute little things that Hazley can do when she grows up. I think this is an excellent gift to give dad if you want to, or an excellent gift just to give to your baby. So it's like a personalized book, and it's about them and their lives and what they can aspire to be. So big fan of Hooray Heroes, found this on Facebook. So y'all know it'd be a little sketchy when you find an ad on Facebook. And when I clicked on the link, it was really, honestly, a great experience. I think I paid $20 for this book. It was super cute, came quickly. I think it took like 2 weeks for them to create the book strictly for Hazley. And they've got a lot of different options that you can choose from. So there's stories with Mommy edition, your stories just for your baby or your child. And I think it's just an awesome little gift, especially for a mom who is really focused on reading and helping their baby with their language skills. I think that's an awesome gift to give. And maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a former teacher and I just love when kids love to read. So this is my very last one. Just get books, y'all. Get books. Get books. Because not only are you teaching your baby how to read and teaching them language skills and communication skills, you're also making your baby excited to spend some quiet time with you. I really do feel like I have suffered through a lot of different things with my pregnancy, postpartum, finding myself, getting back into the swing of things. But at the end of the day, when I can read a story to Hayes at night, it literally just washes all of the troubles that I had throughout the day away, because that's mommy and me time, or that's daddy and me time, and we can just kind of relax and just get lost in a book. So that's my last item. Oh goodness, I wasn't trying to shake the table, but that's my last item. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If you have any questions, mamas especially, for the mamas who are about to give birth and explore motherhood, I'm so excited for you and I'm so proud of you. Let me go ahead and say that now, because I think a lot of people, we get so lost in having the baby that we forget the mama. And mama, I want you to know I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job. Your life instantly changed when you found out you were pregnant. A lot of dads, they don't really get it, and that's understandable because they don't have a human growing inside of them. So give dads a little bit of grace too. They're not going to fully understand what you're going through. But for other moms, your mom tribe, go ahead and create a mom tribe that you trust and that you love. Communicate with them. Talk to them about your troubles. Talk to them about what you're worried about, what you're scared of. Anything that comes up in your mind that you may feel is ridiculous, I can assure you a mom has thought of it before, and they have been scared about it before. So don't feel scared. Don't be nervous. Reach out. If you need to reach out to me, I'm putting all my socials down at the bottom. I am more than happy to assist, uplift, help, provide encouragement, answer any questions that I possibly can, and just love on you, mama, because we get lost. There are a lot of people who forget about us and what we do and how hard it is and the blessing that God has provided to us to provide life. So, girl, you're doing a great job. Your feet swollen. You still walking around. You eating healthy because your baby won't even let you eat half the stuff that you want to eat. You're gaining weight. You looking in the mirror like, who am I? And it's all beautiful. You're beautiful. I'm excited for you and I'm proud of you. So that's the segment from Mama Lo. As I stated, if you have any questions, please place them down below. I'm so excited about starting this channel and really focusing in on those mamas because, as I've stated before, I've been there. And I just want to uplift and make you happy, mama, because we're trying to get through this mama thing one day at a time. We're just trying to get through it. So I love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.